Okay, so this is like one of those videos, right? The apology video or the more serious one, and it has a depressed tone to it. And, we're discussing something serious. Well, just letting you know, it's not really a depressing video. I'm just, trying to speak my mind. And, I haven't really had one of these, as of recent. So this is sort of my outlet, right? And, and you're going to be like, oh shit, that's going to be fucking boring. I can't even last 2 minutes. Well, same here, buddy. But, just try to do something boring or, I don't know, while you're toasting your Pop Tarts or you're sitting on the John, maybe listen to this in the background because I have a few important things to say, at least important to me, because I know you guys couldn't give two fucks, but I'm going to say it anyways. So this video is going to be talking about the future of my channel, okay? We're going to be talking about what I want to do with, the direction of where my channel is going to be going. And as of now, I haven't really had a drive to create content for you guys because, it's been very slow and I'm a very uninspired creator. I mean, you see so many people rising so high above you. I try to create a personality. I try to be funny. I try to take on something with like the hobo series, and it doesn't gain any traction, and that sort of makes me sad because I just want to be like a lot of other content creators. I don't really want to be like super famous. I don't want to have millions. I just maybe want to have thousands. A thousand, a couple thousand, you know, dedicated fans. That's all I really need, just to keep me going in life, especially during these times. And I'll touch on this fucking year soon because we all know how much of a dumpster fire it's been. I'm not the first one to say that, but the thing is that honestly, I would just be okay with hundreds or just hundreds of viewers. That's fine with me. I don't need millions to satisfy my creation. I don't need much. Oh shit, I hope I didn't disconnect my mic. Oh, please, fuck. Apologies, my mic just disconnected for no fucking reason. I tried doing it on my normal laptop, but, I have everything, like, for microphone, I have everything allowed, but it just doesn't want to because everything hates me. So yeah, anyways, I was talking about viewership, and viewership is very important. People are like, "Oh, you did this just for the clicks, for the views, right? For anything, like for a clickbaity thumbnail." I mean, everyone is doing something for attention. Okay, just tagging on views to it doesn't make it any different. We're attention-seeking creatures, and that's what drives us in life. You start to notice that pattern in a lot of things, and I was going to trail off about COVID and talk about how it's honestly sort of the best thing and the worst thing that's happened to me because COVID has given me a lot of opportunities that I've squandered, obviously. I mean, you guys know me. And it's also given me a lot of time to develop as a person. I mean, I've been on the internet for so much time. I've got my Xbox and a lot of my gaming privileges stripped away, and, that's reasonably so. I mean, my school performance isn't that great. So, my parents are doing their parent thing. And I'm just not improving because, I mean, it's interesting because I just sort of live in this cycle of mediocrity that I just sort of participate in willingly, and whenever I try to do something else, like just recently I went out, I walked, and I took pictures of birds, I had Thanksgiving, I go to the pool, I do activities outside. Believe it or not, I'm a pretty fucking busty person. I don't think busty is the right word, but yeah, I'm a pretty thick individual, so you might think that I'm not really active, and you're right, but I do other things other than just staying inside all the time, and it yeah, I don't know, it doesn't bring anything new to the table for me because I've seen others do it at this point online, and whenever I try to have that experience for myself, it just doesn't fill the hole inside of me that yearns for more. I'm sort of just existing, and then whenever I try to do something else like a success and being better in school, my brain is just like, well, you're not doing good at this, so let's go back to doing the thing that we only like, and I just revert back to watching videos all day and just having a lot of thoughts cloud my head and becoming like sort of just, I don't know. I grow as an individual, but I don't use that growth for my benefit. So that's sort of one of the things I wanted to say. And it's unfortunate because, I have the potential, obviously, the materials are here, but I just don't know how to assemble it correctly to make it all work out for me. Also, one of the other things with COVID is that we've all sort of become isolationists at this point. Like, we're all inside of our house, and the internet has blown up more than ever. Like, I mean, not in the sense, like, it's become, like, really popular. Like, everyone's literally on their phones, on their computers all the time. It's a part of our life now. It's starting to get integrated with everything that we are. There is a whole, I mean, it's sometimes I just think about these things and it's crazy. We have a digital world on the internet, just a huge digital world that we just bury our faces into, and we live in that world because the one outside of our house isn't too great now, is it? So, and I don't want to make this political. I have a tendency to do that a lot, and people normally would want to avoid politics, but they also really engage in it. Everyone has a political view, believe it or not. Everyone in this country and on this planet, everywhere. We all have political beliefs, and avoiding it isn't going to help us understand it better and try to connect. Now, I'm sort of like going on a little tangent here, but this is what I normally do. I just sort of, just speak. Like I said, this is a speak my mind type video. So just have it running in the background, and if you guys actually watch this all the way through, it would mean a lot to me as a growing content creator and just as an individual. It would really mean a lot to me. So yeah, what was I talking about? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. That's the thing. You have so many things to talk about, you just sort of forget it. That's why I create these little lists to know what I'm actually doing. Just a loose script, just to remind you, hey, dumbass, this is what you're fucking talking about. Don't forget. So, essentially, what my plan is that hopefully I'm gonna get my grades to at least average. I mean, some people they don't even have troubles with being A students, but for me, the usual fuck up who screws, everything up, that's the only thing I'm good at. I'm gonna try to actually, do good in some sense, and with that goodness, I hopefully will get, a better computer. I've saved up a lot of money, and my dad sort of told me something really simple. He's not really. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a man who knows his words, but he's the less he says, the more he says, like he says less, but it really means more. So he just told me, you don't have to save up money. You can just do school and you can get this shit for free. I mean, we're parents who've offered you so much freedom, and that's like that really made me think, because it's like, with all the freedom they gave me, is it because did I turn into this because of the freedom that they gave me? Is it because they were so loose with their restrictions? Is this is this the result of that? And if so, I'm sort of sorry for them, because I mean, this is not what they were expecting to happen. They didn't expect me to turn into this, and I run away to the internet and avoid everything else. And I know there's other people out there like me, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a special kind of stupid, but I do have a small viewership that does, watch my videos occasionally, but I just feel like I'm an afterthought to you guys and everyone else in my life. You know, no one really checks up on me. No one does anything to say hi. I just feel like anytime I, converse with friends and talk, I just feel like I try to be funny, and that's all I am really to them. You know, people say that's earned, but I don't know. Is it? I don't think I'm that bad. I don't think I'm horrible. I was actually thinking about starting a podcast or a show. If you guys are aware of Unus Annus, he's actually or Unus Annus was a YouTube channel created by Mark and Ethan. These two YouTubers, I'm sure you're aware of them, Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. He's kind of smaller, but whatever. He's friends with Mark. So they created this show or this series where basically for each day they post an episode, and for an entire year they do that. 365 episodes, and then they delete everything, which is something we've never really seen before. So I was thinking of making something called AssHat. It's an acronym for After School Have a Time. And I'm not really sure what it is yet. It might be a podcast. It might be a show. We don't know what's going to be yet. But I've been trying to talk about it with Rainier, but we've sort of grown distant for some reason. It's nothing really personal. He says it's problems with our phone and stuff because we're having issues with connectivity, not in terms of friendship wise. I really hope not. I hope he's not doing this because I did something to him, because if so, Rainier, whatever I did, man, I'm sorry. It's whether it's one of our videos, if I treated you, mean, it was all just part of the bit, okay? You're like one of my closest friends, and I don't mean you bad, okay? So yeah, so I don't know. It's been sort of hard to reach him, and I have a lot of plans with him, and I don't know if he's in on it, but that's the thing. We just make shit together, and now he's not really around much anymore. Anytime that I get a chance to talk to him, I think I talk more about the hobo videos and other shit than actually trying to, you know, check up on him. Oh shit, that's a bit of a moral dilemma right now that I'm going through. I just realized that. Kind of ironic. I was talking about how no one checks up on me, and Rainier might feel alone, but he is in contact with a lot more people than I am. I have a small group of friends that I talk to, but he's connected with a lot more students at her school, but I don't know. So, yeah, so, I asked him if he's doing okay, if he wants to talk, what's going on. I try to call his mom, and he hasn't really answered, so that's that. Last time we talked was on Halloween, so, I don't know what's going on. He does, Jesus, he is in a relationship, so that could be sort of all over the place right now. I don't know. Yeah, so I feel like it's healthy to do these sort of things, just get all that shit out of your head. Just speak into this fucking microphone with a glove on top of it. My glove microphone. Yeah, so for the future, I have a lot of plans. You're gonna hopefully soon you might see videos that have a completely different tone, like because it was filmed before this whole talk that I'm doing right now, and the mood is going to be completely different because I wasn't feeling that way. My mood is sort of all over the place because, it'd be like that. So anyways, for the few that do listen to me talk, thank you so much. I know there is just a couple, maybe none, but I don't know. I feel like I'm actually, I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting this shit out of my head and telling it to you guys. and it helps certainly, but I don't know how much. So yeah, thank you so much, and it is midnight right now, so I better head off and actually fucking sleep. So thank you for all those who've stuck with me. It's not like I'm actually. God, why am I speaking like I have an audience? I have no one. I have no one.